Hello, we're a Korean couple living in Germany. My name is Yebeer. Today is May 10th and we're on our way to Hamburg. There is a big event happening, the Hamburg Harbour Birthday Festival, Hafengeburtstag Hamburg. We stayed one night in Hanover yesterday, so today's drive to Hamburg is just around 2 hours. My husband drives super carefully, like extra safe. The weather was amazing that day. Since it was May, we saw tons of blooming rapeseed flowers along the road. And guess what? We even spotted a giant scarecrow in the field. That was a scarecrow, right? Our first impression of Hamburg? Wow, it's a real city. It kinda looks like Busan in Korea. Not many Germans know about Busan, but it's actually the second largest city in Korea. Oh, and BTS Jungkook is from there too. My husband really wanted me to say that. He's also from Busan. Like Hamburg, Busan is a harbor city by the sea. When I got excited seeing the double-decker bus, my husband was like, Busan has that too, you know. It made me wonder, if Germans visited Busan, would it remind them of Hamburg? The only thing I was worried about was parking. Since there was a big festival, I kept thinking, will we even find a spot near the center? So I searched ahead and found lots of parking options and chose one called CONTIPARK. I had never heard of this company before, but if you register, they give you a discount for overnight stays. With your membership card, the P card. We parked for 24 hours for just 15 euros. Looks like CONTIPARK has lots of parking spots all over Germany. So now that we've got the P card, we're planning to use it in other cities too. Hehe. Since it was the festival weekend, there weren't that many spots left, but luckily we found one. We parked right away and headed out, super excited for lunch. My husband's friend has stayed in Hamburg for 2 weeks and he recommended a few spots. This was one of them, SHISO BURGER. This place was kind of Asian plus burger fusion spot, so we ordered a bulgogi burger and an ebi burger. They even had a bulldog burger, but our stomachs aren't that big, so we had to settle for just 2 burgers. I really wanted to get fries too, but since we were heading to the festival, we decided to save some belly space. The burgers weren't mind-blowing, but they still tasted pretty good. Kind of healthy actually. The ebi burger was around 12 euros and the bulgogi burger was like 12.50. Not exactly budget friendly. Still, we liked it overall. But next time I'm in Hamburg, I'll probably try a different burger spot. Maybe it's because we're Asian. Asian fusion places don't always leave a huge impression on us. But the concept? Super fun. They serve the burgers in a dumpling steamer. Such a creative touch. We love that idea. On the way to Miniatur Wunderland, we could really feel the festival vibes. So many people, music, and the spring in the city energy. And as always, I got mad at something. Can't even remember what now. But the view was just too pretty, so my husband kept asking to take photos. I ended up posing here and there, still mad but trying to look cute. Anyway, one thing my husband's friend really recommended was Miniatur Wunderland. He said it's incredibly detailed and realistic. Even adults have an amazing time there. The ticket price was kinda high, 20 euros per person. But hey, we're already in Hamburg. No way we're skipping it. Since we didn't have much time, we booked the 5:30 till 6 p.m. slot and headed in. Even though it was only around 3:30 p.m., we went early, just in case they could let us in sooner. And guess what? They did. The staff told us to come back at 4:45, so we had about 15 minutes to kill. And we spent it checking out a nearby cafe restaurant. Then we went back at our new earlier time. Yay! At the entrance of Miniatur Wunderland, there was welcome written in so many languages. It's always such a nice feeling to see Korean included. They were even keeping track of where visitors came from. Of course, we checked the number of South Korea. Miniatur Wunderland, wow, that's right from the start. There was a mini concert stadium with lights flashing, and every tiny person had a different pose. We're Korean, but since we live in Germany, we try to visit different parts of Europe whenever we get the chance. But there are so many options, it's always hard to choose. Miniatur Wunderland felt like the perfect mini tour guide. As we looked at the tiny versions of each country, we kept saying, "Oh, let's go there. That looks so pretty." My husband even joked, we could totally fool our friends with a close-up shot, post it on Insta, and they think it's real. And I actually did it. Posted it on the Insta, and no one realized it was fake. The other countries were great too, but Switzerland just blew us away.
대박이다.
How did they capture the majesty of the mountains like that? It felt they brought the Alps right into the room. We kept saying 대박이다, which means that's outstanding in Korean. This part was so fun. The Lindt chocolate factory. Yes, it actually gave us chocolate. Just press the button and there it was. We didn't know at first, but the girl in front showed us how. Thank you, little chocolate angel. I've never been to a miniature museum like this before. Miniatur Wunderland didn't just show daytime, it even had nighttime scenes with lights and everything. It was so cool to see the festival part light up like the real thing. They even had the underground section too. So much detail. It was unreal. This airport scene was my husband's favorite. The planes didn't just sit there, they actually took off. We were wondering why there were so many people crowded around. But yeah, there's always a reason for the crowd. Look at it go! That plane really flies. Oh, and as you can see, they offer private tours too, but honestly, the regular €20 ticket was pricey enough for us. This reminded us, alright, we're in Hamburg. We almost forgot after traveling through so many countries. This is the Hafengeburtstag. I knew about it from YouTube videos before coming here. It's famous for its wave-like glass design. And the mini Hafengeburtstag actually opened up. Orchestra music started playing. It felt so real. We couldn't visit the real one this time, so this was the perfect little moment to make up for it. Now, off to the Hafengeburtstag Hamburg. Miniatur Wunderland totally destroyed our legs. But no way we're giving up. The festival's just getting started. So we headed to the harbor where tons of festival booths were waiting for us. But we were a bit too shy. Our German is only A1 level, gonna study more. So we made the safest choice. Food booths. You don't need language to enjoy good food. Wow, there were so many people. We knew it would be crowded, so we were kind of mentally prepared. But still, wow. I've never seen this big of a crowd in Germany before. Are all German festivals like this? We're hoping to go to Oktoberfest this year too, but now I'm wondering, can we survive it? We had some ice cream and currywurst, thought about grabbing a beer too, but it was so hard to find a spot. Plus, I always need the bathroom when I drink beer, and we weren't sure where the toilets were. So we decided to go to a Korean restaurant, Hanmi Restaurant. We were craving Korean BBQ, but it was full and we didn't have a reservation. So we ordered sundubujjigae and 제육볶음 instead. Still delicious. The staff were super friendly and it felt so nice to speak Korean with someone other than my husband for once. As Koreans, we always share our food. But we heard it's not really common here in Germany, is it? Still, when we share, we get to taste two dishes, win-win. But eating separately has its perks too, like enjoying my food at my pace. This was my first time having Korean food outside in Germany. The whole meal cost around €50, but it was so nice to eat Korean food without cooking or cleaning for once. After dinner, we went back to the parking lot and grabbed our camping chairs. We wanted to sit and watch the fireworks. But wow, even at 9:45, it was hard to find a spot. The fireworks were scheduled for 10:30 and we thought this hill near the harbor was the perfect place. Turns out, we weren't the only ones who thought so. But as you can see, there were so many people behind us. It actually made us feel thankful for the spot we got. And we even had our camping chairs, luxury. We brought a few beers too, so we sipped them slowly, trying to warm up just a bit. The fireworks were totally worth the wait. They were huge and lasted for about 10 minutes. It wasn't just random explosions, but carefully timed bursts in different directions and shapes. It might look small on screen, but in real life, it was massive. In Korea, there is a big fireworks festival in Seoul too, but I've never seen it because of the crowds. So I felt really lucky to watch something this grand here in Hamburg, of all places. Everyone around us was recording the fireworks, but I didn't have to. Because my husband was already filming everything with the GoPro. He's the cameraman and I do the editing later. That's our little travel teamwork. The only thing we were a bit worried about was our Airbnb check-in time, but our host kindly said it was totally okay to be late. So thankful for that. I'll let you enjoy the fireworks for a bit. This isn't the full show, just the ending part. If I included everything, the video would be way too long. So, if fireworks aren't your thing, feel free to skip ahead. Every ship in the harbor started honking their horns. It felt like they were shouting, "Happy birthday, Hamburg Harbour!" Honestly, it was kinda cute. But we had to rush back to our Airbnb. We arrived around midnight, but our host was so generous. He even gave us a welcome drink, and we ended up chatting until 1 a.m. And the next day, he let us check out late since there were no other guests. So we got to sleep in and enjoy breakfast together. Then we headed back home. So that was our day at the Hamburg Harbour Birthday Festival. One night wasn't nearly enough for this big, vibrant city. We'll definitely be back, especially since we still have a cruise ticket left. Thanks for coming along with us. See you next time. Cheers!